In the world of YouTube, there are countless stars who rise to fame, but with fame comes responsibility. And for one YouTuber, this responsibility was tragically ignored. Today we delve into the rise and fall of Edp445.
Woo! What's up with it, motherfucker?
A controversial figure that captivated audiences with his outrageous personality and unique style. But behind the facade, dark secrets loomed, leading ultimately to his demise. Born in 1990 as Bryant Moreland, Edp quickly caught viewers' attention with his comedic skits and unrestrained rants. His unapologetic and raw approach resonated with audiences, quickly propelling him to internet stardom. But it wasn't until 2011 that Edp would find his niche: sports commentary.
Motherfucker up 17 to nothing, nigga, and the nigga just let the motherfuckers march back. Jim Schwartz ain't sending no motherfucking pressure. How the fuck does that make us look when we beat Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Chicago? How does that fucking look? How does it look?
His no-holds-barred opinions on football made him a controversial figure in the community, attracting both dedicated fans and fierce critics. But it was this very controversy that only fueled his popularity, putting him beneath the spotlight's glare.
For me to sit back and wait hour and a half, this shit better be fucking magical. It got some pickle, whatever type of fucking ranch sauce it got on that bitch, right? And we gonna try this bitch out. It damn sure ain't worth waiting damn near hour and a motherfucking half to get this bitch. Like, the fuck out of here.
Edp's rants and off-the-cuff commentary captured the attention of not only hardcore fans but also casual viewers. His unpredictability and unfiltered nature made him a must-watch personality on the platform, amassing millions of subscribers on YouTube.
Thank you so much, dog. 1 million subscribers. This is fucking dope as shit, man.
Nevertheless, as Edp445 reached unprecedented peaks, harbingers of a darker future started to manifest around the mid-2010s. As his fame grew, so did the scrutiny. The passionate rants and off-the-wall humor were one thing, but Edp's personal life started to intersect with his content in a problematic way.
Listen, motherfucker, alright? If you honestly believe that I would throw my fucking life away for a bitch that doesn't even fucking have hair on her fucking pussy, if you honestly believe that I'm a motherfucking pedophile, you're fucking high.
Bryant had always been transparent about his struggles, but with fame came a slew of controversies that were not easy to brush aside. The first major scandal that Edp found himself embroiled in was in mid-2020. Allegations had arose that Edp445 had engaged in inappropriate conversations with a minor. The situation was messy, with evidence being scattered all over the internet. In the wake of these allegations, Edp did eventually respond, claiming that he was set up and that he was innocent.
You want me to address the allegations? All right, well, here the fuck it is, bitch. Motherfuckers sit back, message me all the fucking time, Facebook, Instagram and shit. Does that make me a pedophile? Have I ever fucking done anything physically with these fucking girls? Have I ever sat back, met up with them, ripped their fucking titty out, tried to stick my dick up in their ass and fuck the shit out of them? Fuck no. You know, it's clear as fucking day that that's not me.
The community was torn. Some stood by him, believing his innocence, while others called for his cancellation.
Did you play football?
This is so weird. Like, why are you still engaging in this conversation? Like, I mean, like, if it was like a fan or something, I guess, you know, talking to them is whatever. But like, asking where she goes to school and then like good mornings and all that shit, like initiate, like, I don't know, that's just weird.
Edp seemed to navigate through the storm, and eventually his channel did resume its course. But in 2021, history would eerily repeat itself, and this time evidence was even more damning.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Edp445 once again found himself in the hot seat. This time, irrefutable evidence surfaced of him attempting to meet up with another young girl that he shouldn't have. For many, it was a case of deja vu, but the implications this time were much graver.
Chat logs and video calls involving Edp and the decoys.
Unlike past controversies that were often mired in ambiguity, this situation was different. Online activists had orchestrated a sting operation, posing as a minor. Over the course of several weeks, they compiled text and video evidence that would eventually make its way to the public's eye. They alleged that Edp445 had planned to meet up with what he believed was a 13-year-old girl, using the code word cupcake to minimize suspicion.
Yeah, that's cool. We can just sit right here on this curb right here.
Okay, cool.
We have you talking to Sophie, correct? Yes or no?
Right.
Okay. Sophie is how old, sir? How old is she?
13.
13. Okay.
Right.
There was sexual content involved, yes or no?
Right.
Again, so what brings you out here today?
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home. There was, you know, nothing that was going to be sexual involved because I'm not like that, you know. Well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was all that was going to happen.
Once this evidence was uploaded, it did not take long for it to go viral. Thousands of people began to share their outrage, demanding action not just against people like EDP, but also questioning the responsibility of the platforms that host these kinds of creators. The cupcake scandal, as it came to be known, left no room for ambiguity. It painted a disturbing pattern of behavior that had been seen before, but this time the public was demanding swift action. It wasn't just ordinary users that were raising their voices. Influential figures within the YouTube community and beyond spoke out, emphasizing that YouTube had an ethical obligation to deplatform Edp445.
That's a good question, yes. Why do you like children?
In one of the
Asking the hard-hitting questions.
you've always wanted to...
So why are you a pedophile?
There's loneliness months ago.
This is just an extremely long confession. He's not fighting any of this.
What is this, man? Come on, Edp445. I thought you said you're not a pedo, right? Okay, so why'd you text 5 underage girls? Why'd you fall for this decoy account?
Think about it, bro. You're a YouTuber, bro. Nigga, you have some type of power for it to be able to get girls, bro. But nigga, you going after your 13-year-old, bro. Like, nigga, you got 2 million, bro.
This is YouTube protecting Edp445. And the reason for that is everyone's been getting fucking striked, buckos. Everyone's been getting the old community finger up the anus guideline strike. Going back to Rev, he was actually told exactly why his video was taken down, and YouTube basically doubled down on this situation. Hi Rev, thanks for your patience while our team looked into this. After further review of the content, our team has confirmed that the strike on video will be upheld in line with our harassment and cyberbullying policy. Specifically, the video includes content that depicts a staged meetup that is used to accuse an identifiable individual of egregious misconduct with a minor without the presence of law enforcement at timestamp 204, 803 respectively.
There was potential for a tangible legal dimension that would turn the issue into something that could no longer be brushed aside as mere internet drama. But despite the overwhelming public outcry and damning evidence, mishandlings from the sting organizers and separate controversies would see the situation not leaving the online realm.
There's definitely some gray areas that are involved in this as far as legal and the potential use of some of this as evidence in criminal proceedings.
Bakersfield police say while vigilante operations like this are not illegal, it's a dangerous position to put yourself in and could impede law enforcement down the road.
What we see is we get reportings after these events have occurred, and it's never from the people that are directly involved. And so that creates problems with the obtaining of all of the information.
Can I ask you guys a question? Yeah. Is my life over?
All eyes were on YouTube. Would they finally take decisive action, or would they let a creator embroiled in such severe controversy continue to have a platform? And so the public waited, caught in a tense standoff between collective morality and the seemingly slow wheels of digital justice. Many called for YouTube to take action, questioning how the platform could still support a creator involved in such severe controversies. As the weight of the allegations grew, Edp445 took desperate measures to try and salvage his plummeting reputation and personal life. In an initial act of damage control, Edp445 made all of his videos private. Many believed it wasn't just an act of self-preservation, but perhaps an attempt to bury any lingering evidence that might further incriminate him. Amidst the swelling tide of public pressure, YouTube took decisive action. Edp445's channel, once home to millions of subscribers, was no more. The aftershocks of the scandal reached various corners of the internet. Fans, once diehard supporters, now aimed their frustrations at platforms like Cameo, advocating loudly for EDP's removal.
These apartments is where one rotund YouTuber, Edp445, used to live at.
It's one thing to face backlash online, but the repercussions began to swiftly bleed into his personal life too. His neighbors, once oblivious and indifferent, now demanded his eviction.
Inform you about a pedophile you have staying in your hotel. He tried to rape a 13-year-old girl.
Front desk to security, please stop by the desk as soon as possible. Go ahead and reach out to security, okay?
Yeah, he tried to rape a 13-year-old girl. He sent her a picture of his dick. And he was evicted from an apartment complex not too far from here. Now he's staying here.
Attempting to find refuge, EDP tried to check into several hotels, but but with his face plastered on posters all around town, he wasn't welcome anywhere for long.
Who that?
EDP.
That's me, man. What's up, bro?
Look at this nasty ass.
Don't get your fucking ass beat, bro.
Nigga, beat it. Beat it, nigga. I'll beat your motherfucking ass in this store right now, you nasty ass child predator motherfucker. Yeah, you. Look at you, you fuck.
What's up, man?
I ain't go touch you. Nasty.
Financial fallout followed. EDP, once reliant on the income from his digital empire, was now forced to seek work in the real world. From truck driving to Lyft to even considering a stint at a Chuck E. Cheese, it was clear that escaping his notorious online reputation would be a task bigger than the man himself. He even went to the extent of trying to change his legal name, perhaps hoping for a fresh start somewhere. But digital footprints are indelible. One by one, major platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram slammed their doors shut, permanently severing his ties with millions of followers. In a bid to reclaim his own narrative, he attempted to launch a personal website where he would host his content, but momentum and support were lacking, causing the initiative to stall.
Edp445. I'm just as shocked as you guys are. Trust me, like all what went on, all what happened, I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. I really don't, but what I do know is I just cannot be affiliate and associate with someone doing those type of things. You know, it's just not me.
Once surrounded by friends and well-wishers, EDP now faced isolation. Those who once stood by him now distanced themselves, wary of the ongoing controversies. With nothing but the rubble of a former life left around him, the dust began to settle, still occasionally popping up in a meme if he was seen going about his day-to-day, but never again reaching the front pages of the internet. But we all know that that isn't the end of the story.
I'll show you guys here, chat. If you guys remember, we went live on Instagram telling you guys about the guy that we caught. We caught a predator, right?
Oh, yeah. What the? Wait. Yeah, I saw.
Wait here, hold up. I'm gonna show you guys who it is. Do not say anything.
This is too dangerous, bro.
I know. Do not say anything. You can't say anything. You can't say anything, okay?
Only facial reaction.
No shot.
Don't say anything. I trust you guys.
Hey, cupcake.
Oh my.
So that's what it is.
What do you do with that hate?
No, I mean, me personally. Cupcakes. That's what he does. What's up, Brian? Yeah. Remember me, nigga.
Edp445 ventured back into the digital world. Lurking in the shadows of Discord servers and chat rooms, his return was unnoticed by many, but tracked by a select few. It appeared that the disgrace and fall from grace that he had experienced hadn't served as a moral lesson for EDP, but rather as a playbook for evasion. JiDion, a content creator that had been passively tracking Edp445, caught wind of his resurgence. A battle between morality and confrontation brewed. On one hand, publicizing the pursuit could give EDP an opportunity to escape. On the other, silence meant potential victims left unprotected. But this time, it seemed as if the situation would be handled more delicately. Skeeter, another YouTuber known for his To Catch a Predator-esque videos and no-nonsense approach, got involved. Collaborating with law enforcement, he had led investigations in the past that led to actual arrests, giving the impression that this time, allegations would have real-world consequences. After an attempt to secure an online interview with Edp445, who demanded payment for an appearance.
Shit, nigga, I'm still waiting to get paid for this fucking shit. Y'all niggas is taking away from my motherfucking dialysis schedule. I got work tonight, nigga. Y'all taking away from my damn sleep and shit. Like, can a bitch at least get a fucking burrito? Like, goddamn.
EDP found himself in JiDion's Discord server, interacting with a 15-year-old. This minor and her mother would later become the central figures in this narrative. The minor informed the server's moderators, as well as later JiDion and her mother, about the inappropriate interactions. Unlike the orchestrated sting of the cupcake scandal, EDP's second confrontation was based on a real conversation with a 15-year-old. No decoy, real threats.
I will say though, this is kind of fucking random. I remember the very first time I ever ate pussy, man. I'm not sure if you heard about it online or whatever, but back in the day, I was dating a school teacher. She was like in her 40s. No, she was like 39. I was like 28. Oh my fucking God. I'll say this, man. Like, that shit was scrumptious as fuck. Alright, so in order for me not to know it's not a fucking setup, especially with chicks that I meet on dating apps and shit, and especially with chicks who knows who I am, as far as like YouTube, online, the videos and shit, motherfucker, we must meet up in a public setting. No video cameras, no recording, none of that fucking bullshit. I'll have a fucking armed guard outside the fucking building. You feel me? And when you show up, nigga, I gotta fucking pat you down and damn near strip search your ass to make sure you ain't got no wires, make sure you ain't got no audio recording devices, any of that, motherfucker. Nigga, you do all that? Alright, cool, it's not a setup. Alright, what's going on? Let's talk. You know what I mean? I just don't trust motherfuckers anymore. I don't trust niggas. I don't give out my address. I don't give out my fucking number. If I do give you my number, it's a Google Voice number. You feel me? I just don't. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm just, after that last experience 2 years ago, I'm all about shooting motherfuckers first and asking questions second, you know?
The only thing left was to confront EDP one last time, before he would finally be held fully accountable for his crimes.
It had me thinking, bro, like I'm compromising my morals for some that doesn't mean nothing, bro. Like, NFL, you feel me? Like, bro, like, I just literally want to make the best content ever.
The exposed video, a beacon of justice for numerous fans, was a work in progress for months. Anticipation hung heavily in the digital air, as followers eagerly awaited the moment that EDP would finally be held accountable. But after a seemingly eternal wait, JiDion released a statement that stirred the already turbulent waters. He would no longer be publishing the video, citing a newfound connection with God. Fans were left in a state of shock and confusion. Memories of prior failed confrontations and suspicions of clout chasing resurfaced. Still, among the chaos, Skeeter Jean remained a symbol of professionalism. In the eyes of many, hope was still not entirely extinguished.
So a deal's a deal. I had to get the police involved. Now, due to some circumstances, they weren't able to come out and address the situation directly. So of course I had to go to the police department where Big Herm lived and filed the report there.
But he too made a puzzling decision. Finally, the day arrived. Skeeter released his video, but it was anything but what we expected. He locked the crucial expose behind a hefty paywall. Fans, some paying as much as $70, were met not with bombshell evidence, but with an anticlimactic unfolding of events that left more questions than answers.
So we're getting ready to pull up to his dialysis appointment to confront him about the things he's been sending to this 15-year-old girl. And then, oh, God. And then you got, I don't know what the fuck this even is. But he did send that to the girl. I guess he put some eyeliner on and some lipstick and sent it to her. This is not a filter, by the way. You know, he said the girl triggers his mommy issues. You know, this is just, it's just all fucked up, you know.
You can't script this.
You really can't. You don't want to get that on camera. Yeah, we have a picture of his volcano crater of a penis right here. I mean, that's pretty much what it looks like. If you can imagine like a crater on a volcano, that's what it looks like. Or if you're in like the fire temple on Zelda, like one of those things, and yeah, like a crater on the side, that's what it looks like. But a couple of things he said was, damn, you should just let me control you and shut up. Holy fuck. And the girl's 15. He says, you should go natural with your hair. Your freckles would look adorable. He says, I've had sex once, but the shit was terrible. Well, when this is what you're pushing, EDP, it probably was terrible. Especially for whoever you did it with. Hopefully she was of age. Let's see, what else did he say? Once I shoved my entire arm.
Skeeter detailed the actions of EDP, highlighting the involvement of an actual grooming victim, thereby accentuating the gravity and realness of the situation. He shared a trove of incriminating evidence against EDP, from lurid chat logs to unsettling photos. Information about EDP's whereabouts brought to them by a private investigator brought them to a dialysis center. The setup was serious, and the stakes were high. Or so it seemed.
Oh, look at the size of
Look at those mommy milkers. I love you, Ski. I love you, bro. Let's do this. Oh, shit. All right, come on, security, say something.
I think we're supposed to be first contact, bro.
Come on.
But the confrontation that unfolded seemed anything but calculated and stern. As EDP entered the center, Skeeter and his crew hesitated, allowing him to walk in unhindered, their opportunity for a surprise confrontation slipping through their fingers, disarming the operation of any sense of control or urgency.
You're supposed to do something.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I thought they were gonna engage or say something.
No,
we're supposed to.
First contact.
Fuck.
That's what I'm
They literally said they were gonna talk to him.
And then also Vegas law, if you enter a business or residence, anything like that, it's considered burglary.
Okay.
If you guys aren't supposed to do that, which is so weird.
EDP proceeded with his appointment, while Skeeter and his crew could only wait outside, stewing in their frustration and impatience. Their inability to address EDP before he entered a medical facility, bound by legal constraints, demonstrated a glaring oversight in their planning, rendering the confrontation futile from the onset. And perhaps what undermined the operation's credibility the most was JiDion's attire, a comical cupcake outfit, sending mixed signals about their seriousness and of the intent of their approach. Skeeter expressed visible disillusionment, signaling that the confrontation had veered irreparably off course.
Well, it's disappointing. We didn't get to say much to Bryant. We just walked into his appointment as I expected.
When EDP finally emerged, what should have been a climactic confrontation simmered into a casual dismissal. EDP brushed off the accusations and re-entered the center, leaving the crew stunned in silence.
Y'all need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, bro?
Yeah, man. Real shit, dog. Like, you guys can't film here, man. It's a dialysis center, man.
Well, Brian, I am with the Predatorial Investigation Unit, and I just want to let you know.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You know,
this is not a fucking joke, man.
I'm just seldom at a loss for words. You know, 2 years ago you were caught
kiss my ass
in 4K trying to meet a 13-year-old, and
really,
I'm not talking to you. Why?
Really, my nigga, this is bullshit, man, that y'all pulling right now?
Well, Brian, I just want to know, why do you think we're here?
Fuck you, man. That's what I think.
If you could guess, Brian, why do you think we're here? Could you answer me that, Bryant? Bryant, don't be like this, Bryant. I just have a few questions.
Oh, by the way, it's illegal for you guys to film in here?
A series of further missteps unfolded, with the crew opting for petty taunts and calls into the dialysis center, diminishing the intended gravity of their mission and drifting away from the promise of meaningful justice.
Oh, he called?
Yeah, he called. So
he snitched on himself.
Bryant called.
Right, so he's just trying to be civil. He doesn't want to cause a big scene, right?
Oh, we're not going to cause a scene because
we just want to ask him a few questions about this.
No, I
chat
understand,
log.
right? I understand. So
wait, we can't share it.
Remember. Oh, right.
And in a twist that left viewers astounded, it was EDP, not the people confronting him, that called law enforcement onto the scene.
We're not gonna. We just want to talk, man.
We really do just want to have just a civil conversation, Brian.
That's it, bro.
Brian, could you just explain the picture, Bryant?
We're not gonna do nothing crazy, bro. Can you please talk to us? That's it.
All right.
We just want to talk to you, bro. Legally, you don't have to talk to us, but we want to talk to you.
Okay, Bryant. If that's how you're going to be, we really just want to know. Bryant,
Undeterred, though possibly misguided, the crew re-confronted EDP at a different dialysis center, further blurring the line between pursuit of justice and potential harassment. This second encounter, even more silent and dismissive than the first, added another layer of frustration and confusion to the unraveling narrative.
So we caught him at his second dialysis lab of the day. What are your thoughts?
Shit, I'm trying to get a third one.
Trying to get a third one? 3 for 3? I'm down. But no, I think that's going to be it for him today. I'm pretty sure EDP is going home now after a long day of dialysis and getting skeeted.
The public, once firmly behind the pursuit, was now questioning the integrity and authenticity of the entire operation. Was the quest for justice even genuine, or was it just a clout-chasing stunt that failed miserably?
I thought for a second, the boys trying to turn to God, y'all.
Questions also circled around JiDion's abrupt step back and proclamation of newfound faith as the reason for his initial withdrawal. It was a seemingly convenient escape, and it was looked at as a possible mask for the operation's crumbling reliability and effectiveness.
World-famous streamer JiDion recently came out with a video announcing that he is churning
to Christ, fully turning it to Christ.
JiDion, who is one of the largest creators on YouTube, has over 10 million subscribers with both of his accounts together, plus millions of followers on other platforms, posted a video saying he's turning his life fully to Christ.
Conspiracy theories began to brew. Skepticism permeated online communities, and the once clear moral lines began blurring into a chaotic whirlpool of accusations, disbelief, and confusion. Kayla, the victim, was thrust into a daunting limelight. She became subject to scrutiny and speculation over her mental stability and genuine victimhood. The digital realm pulsed wild theories, with some suggesting that Kayla, despite appearing to be the victim, might have placed herself in this situation. Her actions and posts erratically oscillating on social media did little to quell the circulating doubts. EDP's perplexing nonchalance, coupled with signs of financial stability despite his notorious online presence, only added fuel to the speculative fire. A new vehicle amid allegations and supposedly dire financial straits raised eyebrows across the online community. The convolution thickened as a new revelation emerged. A text message from JiDion hinted that revenge rather than a pursuit of justice might have been the reason for their confrontation with EDP. The specter of deception loomed larger, casting a dubious shadow on the once heralded quest for accountability.
Here's how I helped catch Edp445. So basically, I run JiDion's Discord, discord.gg/JiDion if you haven't joined yet. And a couple months ago, I set up an interview with Edp445 himself for JiDion's stream. But EDP ghosted us. So naturally, I was angry and I wanted to get back at Edp445. When this girl texted me and said that EDP had hit her up while he was in our Discord, I had to do something about it. So I hopped in a call with her and I was like, yo, let's lead on EDP. Make him think that you actually like him. So I text JiDion and I give him all the information. I'm like, yo, I was thinking it would be the perfect payback for him backing out of the interview if you and Skeeter did an IRL predator catch and you showed up and did an interview right there instead. So this took many, many months of preparing and planning. Videos coming soon.
The situation muddied even further when information from the very epicenter of the operation was disclosed by the Discord moderator. The revelation suggested a possible allowance and even orchestration of interactions between a minor and EDP, which, if accurate, blighted the moral and ethical standing of the entire operation.
Say if EDP was monetized by YouTube before they published it, I would say that what Skeeter did was way worse, considering he literally paywalled this video with absolutely zero intention of bringing it to the public, which only goes to show that he doesn't care about handling this properly. He only cares about money and personal gain. His videos are so deeply unserious. After skimming this specific one, you seriously played Mortal Kombat with a literal predator. What is wrong with you? I personally think his content is so fucking ratchet. Like, is this dude even law enforcement? Why is he here? Is it not a crime in of itself to impersonate a police officer? I wish people would understand how much videos like these literally do not get predators caught. The effective thing about shows like TCAP and Hansen vs. Predator is that actual law enforcement is involved, and the videos don't get released until legal action has already been taken. Also, these videos can qualify as entrapment as well as a breach of privacy. I literally had to blur out EDP's license plate in Skeeter's video because he didn't care enough to blur it out. This is just some loser with too much money, free time, and a superiority complex. Essentially, too long didn't watch. JiDion and Skeeter Jean are nothing more than noisemakers and clout goblins. So much so that JiDion endangered a 15-year-old girl and any other minor in his Discord server by allowing a predator to join his livestream in that same server.
With each revelation and questionable action, JiDion and Skeeter saw their reputations dissolve, their roles transforming from crusaders to potential exploiters of a situation for their own gain. Trust eroded, and the tide of public opinion swiftly turned. In a sudden, unforeseen turn, the subreddit dedicated to EDP, a hotbed for discourse, speculation, and information sharing, was unceremoniously banned. Theories, however, pointed fingers at EDP's remaining followers, as this would further stifle avenues for discussion. And amid the chaos, EDP himself seemed to float above the turmoil, appearing untroubled and removed from the allegations and crusades that once seemed poised to bring him down.
This bitch ass nigga JiDion, right, decided to turn his life over to God, and he's finally realizing how big of a piece of shit that he is.
The digital masses, once harmonized in pursuit of justice, now found themselves entwined in a web of uncertainties. The hope of witnessing accountability and closure dwindled, replaced by confusion and a collective disillusionment. Was it all just an elaborate, morally murky sham? Or was there a genuine pursuit of justice that just spiraled into uncharted territories of moral ambiguity? Will he face jail time? What were JiDion's and Skeeter's real intention? Was Kayla used as bait? Was the situation real at all? Only time will tell. It doesn't seem like the internet is done with EDP just yet. Since the making of this video, JiDion has actually gone on to make a separate Christian YouTube channel where he's been posting all of his content. While it does seem like there's some sincerity in it, there's a lot of thumbnails and titles that invoke a familiar sense of him trolling. He's now since either privated or deleted all of his original YouTube videos on his main channel. While the situation is now leading more toward the idea that it was all genuine, all of the previous evidence of misdoings on their part still exists. The radical shift most definitely saved him from all of the controversy that was being generated around this case, and it's unclear as to whether or not his new channel will have the same influence as his previous one. One way or another, this is a notable chapter in internet history, and it might show the downfall of not one, but two major online personalities.